Hello everybody, Gannon here, joined by Dylan.
Hello everybody.
Hello Dylan. And this is actually our second time recording this chapter review, because Boy Genius over here went to export his file for the last time we did it and noticed that his recording was only like 34 seconds long for a 30 plus minute recording. But, you know, things usually go better the second time around. So we are reviewing chapter 994 today, titled also known as Yamato. Just like I said previously, I am unfortunately going to have to punch myself in the dick, because we unfortunately did get another chapter of Gang Beje's horrible fucking cover story. Like, last cover story was pretty conclusive, I thought, but apparently Oda felt the need to, like, do this dumbass, like, shit where they're being chased by a marine ship. Like, why does he think anybody needs to see this shit?
Mm-hmm.
Like, horrible. Horrible. Anyways, let's get into the actual chapter. Giant flying form of Kaido. He's flying around. He's fucking huge. He's the size of an actual mountain. Always impressed by how big Kaido is.
Cool as fuck.
Kikunoju loses her arm. Thumps to the floor, which last chapter review, Dylan actually had to point out to me, because it was in such a small, like, insignificant panel, and it almost appeared to be a blood splatter. So you really had to look and kind of see that she lost her arm. But it thumps to the floor. We see an overhead shot of Kaido. Dude, Kaido's character design is phenomenal.
It's one of my favorite in the series, if I'm going to be honest.
Like, dude, his horns, everything about this dude. Because I was always in the boat that he had the dragon fruit. Like, I always theorized that he did. And just the way he looks, like, I couldn't be happier. He looks fucking phenomenal. Inurashi says, "Get away from the roof," and they're like, "Yes, sir," because shit's about to go down. Kinemon apparently has the ability to just set his shit on fire whenever he wants now, just on command, I guess. Like, I don't know what's going on there. But the theme of this chapter is that, like, there's a lot of hard shit going on, because he takes his fiery blade and puts it up to Kikunoju's wound, and we even get, in the bottom right there, a panel of her singed, stumpy, bloody arm, which is just fucking so hard. Izo, unfazed by the fact that her sibling just, like, lost an arm. Like, he kind of, like, showed some shock last chapter, but really just unfazed. Like, they're really being hard as fuck.
Yeah.
And then here we go. This right here is the page that just does it for me. Does it for everybody. I mean, Kaido's got, like, legitimately JoJo letters below him.
He
like
does.
that,
I didn't even
like,
notice that.
That literally might be a JoJo reference, dude. Like, I swear to God. That literally looks like something out of JoJo. I think it says in JoJo it's like menacing.
Yeah.
Or something like that. But it says, "Wororororo." That's how it should be. The unwavering resolve. I like you, samurai. As did Roger. And Shirohige. You put up a good fight. It is not with the advancement of times, but rather in death, that humans truly attain perfection. Wouldn't you agree? He's like, let's end this. So, does that mean Kaido's human? Like, is he saying that Kaido, like, is he human, dude? Like, we actually don't know if this motherfucker's human.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna be real. He might be, like, a part of some horned species.
Yeah.
Don't know if those horns are legitimate or not, but holy shit, dude. Kaido's so fucking hard. And we were talking about in the previous recording how just, like, Kaido's easily the coolest, top 2 coolest Yonko now, because there's not much competition. Blackbeard's a little bit goofy and cowardly. He's got some cool attributes to his character for sure, but he's not legitimately cool. Yeah. Like Shanks is, and then
Shanks and Kaido are just badass. Like, they're
Shanks and Kaido are on a whole
fuck.
different tier, dude. They're obviously the 2 strongest Yonko. If we're gonna be real, don't flatter yourself, Kaido. Being killed by you would bring us no honor. Which is a weird thing for Kinemon to say, because the last couple chapters, they were like basically asking Kaido to kill them.
Yeah,
so
they're
I don't
saying,
know
like,
why.
we're not afraid of death.
Yeah, like
kill us. We're gonna bring you down with us.
Yeah, dude. If you kill us, we're gonna bring you down with this. Like, please kill us so we can attain our dream and all that bullshit. Like, and now Kinemon's like, oh no, you're not killing us. What? Kinemon, make up your mind. Make up your mind, bro. Whoa, it's Straw Hat, Luffy, and Jinbei. They're incredibly strong. And Sanji's a little bit pissed. He's like, why didn't you mention Blackleg? And they're just kicking the fodder out the way. They're climbing up. And then this is probably one of the funniest things to happen in the last 5 or 6 chapters, dude. And we were really having a laugh about this in the last recording, and then also just before this recording even started, dude. We have 2 smiles. We have Fortrix and Hamlet. And oh my fucking god, do they look goofy.
Mm-hmm.
Just absolutely atrocious. Like, I don't see how this in any way could be beneficial from a power scaling standpoint. This dude is a chicken's asshole. Like, he's a chicken's asshole, dude. Like, legitimately. His hair pompadour thing is just the tail of the chicken.
Mm-hmm.
And the chicken is backwards. Like, how could that be beneficial? Chickens aren't even that strong. And then this dude is just wearing the body of a giraffe like a harness. It looks fucking ridiculous. And at the bottom of this panel, Fortrix says the strong are silent in action. And then Jinbei and Sanji fucking destroy them. Just delete them.
Just toss them aside like they're nothing.
Yeah, Control-Alt-Delete. And Sanji says the way you spawn is annoying. Super, super funny how just bad a lot of the smile users are. Like, it's
terrible
really
fruit. Terrible like fruit. I hate the smiles.
Yeah, I would never eat a smile in a million years. They're just a cheap cop-out, dude. Like,
they really are.
If we're going to be honest...
It's like the made in China version of Dover fruits.
I'm a little bit disappointed the lack of zone fruits that we're getting in this arc. Because we have, like, everybody who isn't a smile is an ancient zone or a mythical, and it's just pissing me off, dude. Like, dude, I want to see regular zones. Like, I don't know why Oda thinks that regular zones aren't cool anymore. Like, I wanted to see, like, a chameleon zone in this episode. I wanted to see, like, a bunch of different zones.
Has there really not been a single, like, normal zone in it?
There hasn't. I don't think there's been a single one. Like, look up the official zone list. You won't find any new, like, regular zones introduced in this arc. Like, you'd be hard-pressed. And even if there was, like, one, which I missed, which I don't think I have, that's still not enough, dude. You should have a bunch of zones. Like, you're the 100 Beast pirate crew, dude. Come on. I'm a little bit sick of seeing all these fucking dinosaurs. Like, the dinosaurs were cool, but now it's just, like, a little bit overbaked. If I'm gonna be honest, like, can I get a pelican? Or, like, a fucking polar bear or something, dude?
Damn, there really isn't one.
Yeah, not a single one, bro.
It's all smiles.
It's all smiles or the ancient zones. In the ancient zones, if I'm going to be honest, are slightly losing their shine. Like, come on, I've seen so much of them. It's just a little bit disappointing.
Mm-hmm.
I got bitten. It's cold. Help me. Queen says, pleasures. Laughing is all you're good at. Make yourself useful. Everybody's getting fucked up by the ice demons. They're turning into ice demons. There's this really awesome, cool panel of a awakened, like, Sulong form mink, and also just this dude with, like, giant demon's hands grabbing a samurai with, like, his entire hand. He's got headphones on. Really fucking cool. And the, you know, I forget, like, the name for the ninja.
Oniwan Banshu.
Yeah, see, I was never going to remember
I don't think you noticed this, but it's not just the Oniwan Banshu that are fighting here. Like, it's the Oniwan Banshu on the left side, and then on the right side, it's like either just like the regular samurai or the yakuza, I think. So, like, the situation's like really like that down bad in there that, like, they don't even care about fighting each other. They just care about surviving. Like, Queen's like just, you know, destruction with his fucking ice demons.
Gotcha. There's, like, a bitch, by the way, in that panel with the... She's, like, using... Oh, by the way, remember last episode I was like, dude, Blackbeard is strumming the Japanese guitar, and the next day after we got done recording that, I remembered, like, in the car driving that those Japanese guitars are called shamisen. That's what they're called, and I only know that because of... that one JonTron video he made about this, like, Japanese developer who made, like, a horrible game about himself. Like, The Life of Takeshi or something. And, yeah, she's, like, using the shamisen as, like, a weapon? Like, she's, like, shooting out of it? Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on right there. That looks like she's actually using shamisen as a weapon. I don't know what's going on there. They're like, Boss Hyugoru, Boss Omasa got infected. Boss Hyugoru, forgive me. Rather than hurting my comrades, I'll prefer to. And he's about to commit seppuku, which is, pretty honorable. He's like, don't be rash, you fool. I don't want to become a demon. There should be a way to cure it. When all hope is lost, I will cut you down without hesitation. Don't hasten your death. That's hard. Another hard thing going on in this chapter. That's super fucking hard from Hyugoru.
Mm-hmm.
Dude is stone cold as ice. And they keep on, talking about the ice zombies and everything. And Chopper says, making a drug and going around injecting it into all the demons in the midst of battle is way too unrealistic. But unlike Udon, the mastermind that created the virus is here, right now in this place. The creator of this virus will surely have made an antibody, so he should have it on him. If we could get our hands on that, we could produce it in large quantities. Of all people, it had to be an all-star. To pull it off would be a daunting task. Which is just like, recognizing the strength of Yonko commanders, which is pretty cool. I'm more concerned about the after effects. They get stronger. Abnormal freezing of the skin. Zoro's just fucking slashing him down. Zoro doesn't give a fuck. He's like, how do we take him out? Are they zombies or what? And Nico Robin's like, what if we would leave them be? Would they? And Queen goes over on the microphone. He's like, they'll die! You die within an hour if you're infected. These icy demons, were they your friends? Your leaders? Your subordinates? Mwahaha. And I do have to take the time to show some Queen appreciation, like I did in the previous recording. Queen's character design is top-notch. This entire chapter, instead of going up and assisting Kaido, really, taking the mark, as like a commander probably should do, like King is doing, Queen is just fucking around, like releasing a whole bunch of viruses, just shooting bullets, just playing games. And it's such an interesting dynamic to his character. The fact that he just derives enjoyment from other people's misfortune. And like actually releasing infectious diseases. And then you'll see it in a little bit. He plays a game with Apu. Like, he's actually bringing Apu into this little fucking bullshit game. And he's like, right now, they're probably the most excited they've ever been. Make sure to kiss them goodbye. You get infected, though. Mwahaha. And Apu over here, he's like, I'm getting the fuck out of here, dude. Open this door right now. Queen comes over on the hot mic. He's like, hey, brother Apu. Throws in the antibody. He's like, it's the one and only antibody that exists in this world. If that gets stolen, it's the chopping block for you, bud. It's like, say what? And then everybody starts looking at him. He's like, huh? Antibody? Is that an antibody? So, like, they're like the fucking birds from Finding Nemo. Like, mine?
Yeah.
Well, let's begin the Queen Presents live game show. It wouldn't be a game if you didn't give it a fighting chance, so murder, betrayal, anything goes. A game of tag with the ice demons. Zoro, please steal that off him. He's like, I'm on it. And they're all like, don't let the samurai recover. Don't let them get their hands on it. If you do, your comrades will die. Apu starts running like he usually do, because Apu is cowardly, and we talked about how Apu has got to be, like, on the scale of supernovas, probably, like, the most down bad. Like, at this point, he's probably one of the weakest. He's one of the most cowardly. He is just probably the worst. Like, he's traitorous, he's conniving, he's scummy. He really doesn't have a lot of redeeming factors other than possibly his character design, and he's a little bit funny. But now he's got Zoro on his ass. So this dude, like, dude, if I woke up with Zoro on my ass, I'm just like, oh, I'm done. But the thing is that I also made a comment earlier about how, like, where the fuck is X-Drake? You know what I mean? Because X-Drake was making the proclamation that he was going after Apu, and we haven't seen X-Drake a single time this chapter. So I just theorized that next chapter, X-Drake is going to be just coming out of nowhere and just sidewinding Apu and decking the fuck out of him, and then kicking his ass, probably murdering him. Inside the dome, right brain tower. You don't really think you could escape us with that kind of burden, do you? Young Master Yamato. They say, who are you? And they're like, we need to kill Momonosuke. Our mission will be done when we kill this little fucking dork. And they're like, I don't know who you are, but if you are an ally, please protect Master Momonosuke. I'll save you too, Miss Shinobu. 20 years ago, I was present at Kazuki Oden's execution. And, say, a little flashback, she says, who do you call a foolish lord? Say it again if you dare. I was moved to tears when I heard those words. I was moved to tears by how Kazuki Oden lived his life. And then, you know, it's a really awesome panel when she says this and proclaims this. And you can see that there's like a ba-dump, ba-dump. And something's going on in the background to cast a shadow on Yamato. And you can see that she's hit by, like, a bunch of high-powered weapons. Because we saw in the previous, like, not last chapter, but the chapter before that, that the whole armored squad had, like, high-tier, high-powered guns. And Yamato just fucking tanks them all. You see right here, he's like, Momonosuke, that day I rushed to Curry Castle to save you. But I'm sorry, I could only watch on as Kaido threatened to drop you from the rooftop. That day I was not strong enough. And then she swings her club, and you can see the enemies are meters away. And then poor Porcupine dude over here, he's smiling.
Just cheesing.
Just cheesing for real.
Minding his own business.
Gets fucking deleted. Like, he gets fucked. He gets fucked by a ranged club attack. Now, we don't know if that's Ryu. We don't know if that's, like, literally just a play on a ranged sword attack. But Dylan theorizes that that's literally just raw strength. Like, the actual airwave from her swing was so strong. It just pushed air forward so hard that it just fucking deleted this dude. Which, oh my god, is so cool, dude. Yamato is such a great character. A short while ago, I was introduced myself as Odin, but I'm also known as Yamato, and I'm prepared to die for you. She's so fucking awesome. Got a really good amount of side boob. Her hair is so cool. Her character design is so cool. She's so strong and competent and tall and hot, bro. Yamato's such a good character. Literally couldn't have asked for a better candidate to become the next Straw Hat. Like, for sure. Yeah. We've already reviewed this chapter once, guys, so really all that was necessary at this point was a quick summary. So this episode of the OnePod podcast is going to be a little bit shorter than most. Sorry, there was some technical difficulties. I can assure you that our conversation before was a lot more interesting. But with that, guys, Dylan, you want to say goodbye?
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye. We're going to wrap it up right here. A little bit short, but don't worry, we will be back to our regularly scheduled content. Not next week, because unfortunately there is a break. Sag. A little bit sad, but I'm so excited for that next chapter, dude. I can't wait. There's so many things that could happen. We could get a lot more Kaido Samurai action. We could get X-Drake coming out and decking Apu. We can get people even starting to fuck with the headliners. Oh, and we could see Saseki's zone form, probably. Is what I want to see the most. Realistically, like, out of all of the things that could happen next chapter, I would really like to see what zone fruit Saseki has. But with all that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching another episode of the OnePod podcast. Thank you so much to my co-host Dylan for being here.
Of course.
And if you're enjoying the content you see on the channel, I'd be very flattered if you were to subscribe. If you like the video, please slap a like on it. If you have anything at all you'd like to talk with us about, anything at all you'd like to share, please leave it down in the comments below. I will be sure to get back to you. And with all that being said, guys, we're going to have to see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Goodbye.